Okay, my friends, Roger once again. I am not political whatsoever, but I see all these people saying God chose Donald Trump to fix things. Well, is that possible? I don't know. Can God intervene? I believe that's possible. And what would Trump do to fix things? Well, first of all, he would start to understand that if he is truly a Christian as he claims, he will be looking for truth. And that's what he also claims, Truth Social and all that mess. Now, will he look at mud fossils? Will he examine the evidence that shows that we are being misled to try to direct us away from God? This was submitted to all the universities. I have DNA tests, some of my stuff I have CAT scans. This is a giant human fingertip, and it is DNA tested human. I'll show you the DNA test in a minute. And it was excellent quality DNA. That's the little bumper pad for the thumb, or the finger, whatever it was, where it bumps up against the next bone so they don't scrub. That's the vein and artery. This is literally the fingernail. All right, and it's in good shape. It was very good shape. And I broke this piece off right here in order to get down into the blood, to get a sample of blood. And it's dense with blood. Fingertips are very dense with blood. You see, once you get down underneath, but at the top, you can't get down underneath. Now, can anybody handle this? This is what came off when I broke it off. And it is just nothing more than a fingerprints, same as this. Sweat pores right there, same as the sweat pores. And that came off just like a scab. Pop, and it popped right off. Now, this is DNA tested, and here's the DNA test. And this was back almost 10 years ago. And again, I submitted this to all the top universities, and they refused to engage whatsoever. It had no interest whatsoever, and because it supports what they said in the Bible. Excellent quality DNA obtained from that finger, the gigantic tip, and from this lung sample, which is right here. This is a lung. And you get a doctor, get any anatomist, they'll know that's a lung. This is a pleura, which is the rubber bag that lets the lung do that. Flat as a pancake, because they all died in the flood, the great flood that it talks about in the Bible. And I understand now how all of these things preserved. I have it all worked out, and I had that, all of this stuff was done years ago, 10 years ago almost. Well, more than that actually, from a lot of it. And that's the fingerprints, the same as your fingerprints. My thumb is the width of one fingerprint ridge. This guy would have been 150, 60, somewhere in that range, 150, 60 feet tall at least. Now, if God chose Donald Trump to rectify things, he should start with mud fossils, because we've been denied our honest, true history. Academia has taken over control of everybody's mind, and if you don't say what they tell you to say, they will fail you, keep your money, and destroy your life. And if you don't go to them to get a piece of paper from them saying that you're smart, then you have no future. And they have engineered this into their system, and it's a systemic problem, and nobody can speak up against them. Now, if Trump is the only one I can see that might be able to stand up against them. I don't think anybody else is going to have the cayunes to do it.